Hello there, Scorpio. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. If it's your first time to the channel, welcome. We're so glad to have you. So today we're doing your September career and money tarot reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's get into your reading. What do we have here? Stag Spirit, take the lead. Love that energy. Scorpio, lovely. And chaos and conflict. Okay, so, I feel like there could be a situation coming up this month, in your career and money sector, a little chaotic, not maybe sure which way to go or something, but it's about taking the lead, of understanding, oh, wait a minute, I know how to work through this chaos and conflict. It's not stopping you at all. Really lovely energy. I love that Stag Spirit. Remembering that the stag, is also leading from the heart, making sure that you're in your heart space while you're taking the lead, but lovely energy. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, new beginnings. Love that. Wow. Behind a mask, and then professional assistance. Okay, the professional assistance to me is, getting somebody else's advice in this situation. So this chaos or conflict is going to come, into play here, but it's just getting somebody else's advice. It doesn't mean that you have to take that person's advice, but I feel like you're getting somebody else's advice because you're going back and forth. You're not really sure. What do I do in this situation, right? But you listen to somebody else's advice and then listen to your own heart, to your own intuition, and then move forward, right? With strength and courage. There's somebody here that is, perhaps not showing their true feelings. I feel a little bit like, Scorpio, you in this situation, when this comes up, you could be hiding your feelings. It's a little bit like a poker face. Like, you could be negotiating, you could be, trying to, I'm going to tell you, we have commitment on the table here. So you could be trying to sign a contract of some sort, negotiating some type of a deal, whether it's a new job or purchasing something. But I feel like you're wearing your poker face, and usually, this card has a little bit of a negative connotation to it. But I think in this instance, you are so smart to wear your poker face, okay? To not allow the other people around you to know what you're actually thinking, Really interesting. There's strategy. There's definitely strategy ahead. And Scorpio, you are so good at strategy. You're gonna go right through this, no problems. So let's see what we have here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. 8 of Cups on the bottom. Walking away from something in order to go towards something new that is more in alignment with what it is that you're truly wanting for yourself. So the 8 of Cups, walking away from something that's okay towards something that's better, something, an opportunity that you can plant a seed. And it's an Ace of Pentacles today. It's 1 pentacle, but it'll grow into 10 pentacles because you're willing. This is something you really want. It's something that you're willing to nurture and be patient with and allow it to grow, right? To give it what it needs to grow. There is this new beginning. I feel like, you've been playing it safe for a little bit, and now you're moving forward because there's more that you want out of life than maybe what is right here in front of you at this time. For some of you, okay, I feel like you can have a job, but without your employer knowing, you are sending out resumes, you're looking for another job. So when you go to work, right, you're not letting on that you're looking for other opportunities. It's that type of energy, just protecting yourself. I like that. So let's take a look at your present energy. We have decrease, and then we have the temperance, the patience energy. So I feel like something is decreasing in your life. So it could be financially, you feel more and more strapped as every month goes by, right? Or you could also feel less satisfaction in your work or in your lifestyle. So there's this energy of, yeah, things are kind of slipping through my fingers. It's kind of that, like almost like time is slipping by. You may not be where you thought you would be at this point in your career or in your life. And it's kind of like time is slipping by. But you're being patient. And I like that energy because you're waiting for this opportunity. Remember, you have the Ace of Pentacles under here. You're waiting for that right opportunity. And I really like that energy because it's kind of this energy, even with the stag. You see the stag is just sitting there. It's almost like, you know, his eyes are kind of like really focused. And it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to recognize when I see the opportunity that I want, and then I'm going to take action. In the meantime, I'm just going to, you know, sit here and just stare you down, play poker with you. Yeah, King of Pentacles on the bottom. This is strong, strong energy, strong energy. So let's clarify this. Yeah, okay. Page of Cups. You know, the Page of Cups to me in this instance is holding out for something that you truly want. Okay. So that's the job that you truly want. Or, you know, yes, because here is your energy, the Death card, right? Scorpio. So holding on to the hopes, but it's also holding out for something that is really near and dear to your heart. It's like, okay, I feel like right now you do have the burden, maybe a financial burden, but you're not making a quick decision. You know, it's really interesting because I think you know intuitively that if you hold out long enough, right? If you hold out long enough, the best opportunity is going to come available. Like, you know, if you move too fast, then it's not going to be the right opportunity. So even though, you know, your financial situation, right, or your lack of fulfillment or satisfaction in what you're doing right now is somewhat of a burden, right? You're willing to carry the burden a little bit further. You see how he has all those 10 wands, but he's still able to carry them. And I feel like that's the message here, is that you know that you can carry this financial burden or satisfaction burden for a little bit longer, that you will take action when it's something that is near and dear to your heart. Really lovely energy. Because you have the Two of Swords, it's almost like you're blocking anything that you cannot see as a good opportunity. You know, the Moon card is our fears, right? So there's a little bit of blocking because you don't want to make the wrong decision, right? But I also feel like, you know, you want to make sure that it's a decision that does not lead you into something that is heartbreaking. You may have had a situation in the past that was heartbreaking, and you're like, I do not want to repeat that situation. So that's why you're being patient. And I feel like it's a good strategy at this time. It's a really good strategy. Okay, so let's take a look at what your obstacle is for the month of September. But this is the hurdle that you are overcoming. So keep that in mind. We have the Queen of Wands, and then we have the Sacred Temple. Yeah, getting inspired, getting really motivated, getting all juiced up, jazzed up for your soul's purpose. That has not yet come across your path. The opportunity that is going to help you to step onto your sacred temple, right? Onto your soul's purpose. It hasn't yet crossed your path. You're being patient because I feel like you know that it is going to come in, but at the same time, you're kind of like, okay, it's not here. And for some of you, you could be financially thinking, okay, it's got to start coming in soon. You know, you could be talking to the universe saying, okay, I need this soon. I need this soon. So let's see what we have. Yeah, okay. Nine of Pentacles. Magician, yeah, you're trying to manifest. You really are trying to manifest. It's taking a long time, but you're trying to manifest. See how the page has one pentacle? He's bringing in the Ace of Pentacles. You're waiting for this opportunity and being patient about it. We also have the Queen of Wands on the bottom here, but here you are, the Queen of Wands, right? But you're kind of like, yeah, no, don't like that offer. Nope, that's not what I really want. You know, holding out. You know it's coming. Look at this judgment. The universe is bringing in this windfall, this massive opportunity for you. It's about holding out for it, knowing that this new opportunity is part of your soul's purpose, right? I think part of this is that with the Temperance energy here, you know that the divine is working behind the scenes to bring in the perfect opportunity for you. Your job right now is just to stay hopeful, right? And to stay patient, right? And perhaps protect yourself a little bit until this opportunity can actually come in. Because I do feel like there is a little bit of financial burden here, or satisfaction, just not being really happy, but you're putting on a happy face. You're pretending everything is okay because this is part of what you have to do at this time. So interesting, when we clarify, the Queen of Wands and the Sacred Temple, we have the Three of Wands waiting for the opportunity. You've put it out to the universe, right? Waiting for this to come in so that you can move in a new direction. I think you're really looking for a new direction or some type of new opportunity that you can commit to. Having to surrender to this journey. And then there's something here that you're attached to. It could be that you are attached to a certain outcome. So you could be, because you've been waiting so long, you're kind of like, well, this is going to have to be the absolutely perfect job or something like that, right? Or if you're looking for a new car or a new house, it's like, okay, I've waited so long, it has to be perfect. It has to have all of these things. You may have started out, I only had to have 3 things. Now you're like, well, I waited so long. I'm upping the ante, like when you're playing poker, I'm upping the ante. Now it has to have 10 things. So let's take a look. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Okay, 10 of Cups. Yeah. You're holding on to really having something come in exactly the way that you want it to. I think that part of it is getting a little bit more flexible. Didn't you have, yeah, you did. You have the back and forth energy here. I think maybe you've changed your mind a couple of times, Scorpio. Maybe you've gone back and forth about what it is that you truly want. So to me, it's kind of like this energy of you've gone back and forth so many times, the universe is confused. It's kind of like, okay, Scorpio, pick a side. We're willing to bring it in for you, but you got to pick one, right? And meanwhile, it's almost as if you are building the expectations of what it is, this offer that's coming in. You're building it up so big that it's almost like the divine is saying, okay, Scorpio, you have to get real. You have to get kind of real here. Work with us. I think the universe is saying you got to work with us. But it's about going back to your heart. What in the very beginning, what was it that you were really and truly looking for? Because look, you have the 10 of Cups and you have the Sun. And you have the intuition, and you have the truth card, right? I mean, it's kind of like going back to what it was, the feeling of what it is that you want this offer to bring you. I think you're kind of like getting a little bit caught up. There's this energy of getting caught up in having a list. They keep showing me a list. Like you're adding to the list. Like say you're wanting to buy a new car. It has to be blue. It has to have 4 doors. It has to have a sunroof. It has to have surround sound. I don't know. And then, it's taking so long that you've been kind of like looking at a lot of different cars. So now you have a list of like 20 things, okay, on your list that this car has to have. it's like, okay, that car might be 1 out of 1,000,000. And you're kind of like, yeah, well, I've been waiting so long. I want the car that's 1 out of 1,000,000. What is coming in is going to be 1 out of 1,000,000. Okay. But it's not this long list. It's about going back to when you first started thinking about buying a new car. What was the feeling you had when you were thinking about that car initially? Okay, going back to that. This is all about feelings. Okay, this is all about feelings. You've gotten maybe a little bit caught up, okay, in what this looks like, right? Or the tangible, how much it's money it's going to bring you, or how much it's going to cost, or what it's going to look like, right? It's about getting back. What is the feeling that you wanted when you started first thinking about buying a new car? Returning to that will help this to come in, because it's definitely coming in. You are being patient, right? And then look at this, your advice, commitment, and then the 8 of Pentacles, committing to working on having this come in too, which is also a really nice energy, I'll have to say. You know, I feel like this has some commitment to your work, but it's of a spiritual nature. You know, for some of you, this is the scenario. Let's go back to the car. Initially, you wanted a brand new car because maybe you wanted to take your family to the beach, and your car is like too small to take everybody you want to go to the beach, right? And all of the beach gear and suitcases and all of that. And, you know, you were really thinking, oh, it would be just so wonderful if, you know, we could all go to the beach and we could take other trips together. And, you know, that's why I want this new car, because my car is too old to travel in, and, you know, it needs new tires anyway, and it's too small. And, you know, I just don't think it's very safe. You know, like you were really thinking, okay, I need a new car, so there's more things I can do with my family, right? So that's the feeling. That's why you started off with this car. And maybe when you went to look at cars, right, you were like, well, I need something that can seat 6 people comfortably, you know, that's really safe. And, you know, you had a list, but it was all about the people that were going to be in the car. Keeping them safe, taking them to places that they may enjoy, right? And then somewhere along the line, right, you got farther, it wasn't coming in, so you got farther and farther away. So then you got more into, well, it has to be, you know, blue, and it has to have a sunroof, and it has to have this special radio, whatever, right? Like you were getting more into thinking beyond, okay, just the people, keeping them safe and taking them to some place that they may enjoy. It's about getting back to the heart. Because you see the 8 of Pentacles, she's working on this wing, okay? And that wing is part of your transformation, getting back to the heart of why you are committing to things, okay? Instead of thinking about what are they going to bring me in the future, as far as like money or tangible things, right? It's getting back to the heart, to the feelings of why you want the things in your life. It really kind of opens up the way that you look at what it is that you're trying to manifest in your life. And I feel like it also helps bring things in a lot faster, because when we get into our heart space instead of up into our ego, right? It really helps to bring these things in. Yes, Page of Cups, it's coming in. So here, see, you've been kind of like battling. This has been taking so long. You've been kind of battling it, but you're stepping back into your heart. You know, the 2 of Cups, making decisions based on your heart, based on the emotions that you want to feel when you're with your clients, your customers, other people in your life. You know, if you're trying to buy a car, right? Like, it's okay, wait a minute. I want to recommit to the relationships in my life, whether they're customers, friends, family, it doesn't matter. I want to recommit to that and have my work be a reflection of that, because you have a hermit energy here, right? Looking at how you got into this situation and then saying, wait a minute, this could have been, you could have told your best friend, oh my goodness, I want to buy a new car and I want to buy it so I can take my family to the beach and everybody will be safe and comfortable and all of that. And then your friend says, yeah, but like, is it going to have a sunroof? And you're like, well, I don't really care about the sunroof. I mean, the sunroof would be nice, but I really am more worried about safety. And your friend says, yeah, but sunroofs are really cool, and you're kind of like, well, yeah, they are. So then you added sunroof to the list. It's almost as if you started listening to somebody else or to society or something like that about what your car needed to have, and you moved farther and farther away from the emotions, the dreams that you had of what you were going to experience in that car. And now I feel like you're reconnecting to that. Really nice energy. Excuse me. All right, so let's go to your soul truth card. And Scorpio, I do personal readings. So if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. Okay, how can I be more flexible right now? Yeah, what are you trying to control? Maybe it's time to let go. Let love move through you today and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. That is so perfect, because this devil energy, right, is the fact that you are trying to control now what comes in, because you're like, I've been so patient. And, that's so true, right? But at the same time, it's kind of like, I feel like this has been a soul progress, a soul lesson for you to understand that, to learn patience, let's put it that way, right? That's always a hard lesson to learn. But to learn patience, but at the same time, to understand how to reconnect to your heart. That we are so many times, what's this, right? So many times bombarded by what other people think of our decisions or think we should have in our lives, right? Society, media, family, friends, whatever, right? We are bombarded by that. And I think because this was taking some time to come in, it was that you were bombarded with that. You got a little off track, right? But now you're recommitting. You're recommitting to making decisions that are based on your heart and based on your relationships with your customers, your clients, the people that you are creating for, the people in your life. Well, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.